Thank you. You know, the partnership between the United States and Saudi Arabia goes back 8 decades. And of course, as everybody knows, it was born as an energy partnership in oil. But over the years, it's become much more complex and much deeper and much broader. It's a partnership in defense and security. It's a partnership in trade. It's a partnership in educational and cultural exchange. And over those years, that partnership has gotten deeper, and the opportunities for both America and Saudi Arabia have grown larger. It's true, the U.S.-Saudi commercial relationship is extremely important. The value of U.S.-Saudi trade in total last year was almost $30 billion. And it's in many different sectors. Obviously, trade between the U.S. and the Kingdom originally was all about energy. And in fact, the U.S. still imports some oil from Saudi Arabia, but the commercial relationship is much more complex now. The United States, for example, exports a lot of military equipment, as we saw at the recent World Defense Show to Saudi Arabia. We have a long-standing security partnership with the Kingdom. But increasingly, beyond energy and defense, our trade is in many areas. It's in healthcare, it's in high technology, it's in pharmaceuticals. It's in a whole range of U.S. industries and Saudi industries that have diversified as the Saudi Arabian economy has diversified. And increasingly, some of that is not simply trade. It's investment and it's joint ventures between U.S. and Saudi companies that have expanded the partnership and the commercial relationship between our two countries. And I should add, here at the U.S. Embassy, we have a Foreign Commercial Service office. This is a team of professionals here in Jeddah, also in Riyadh and Tehran, whose mission it is to help U.S. business people explore the Saudi market, to develop partnerships with Saudi companies, and increasingly to expand the commercial relationship between the two countries. As I have been ambassador in this country for the past 10 months, I have seen the partnership, that relationship grow in many areas. One is education. For many years, Saudi students have studied in the United States, and American universities love to see Saudi students study there. Increasingly, we'd like to expand that educational partnership to bring some American students to the Kingdom, to bring faculty from Saudi Arabia to America and American faculty to the Kingdom, to make it a true two-way partnership in education. We've seen cultural exchange programs that are really unprecedented. In the visual arts, in film, in music, in a whole range of areas where 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it wasn't possible. But now, with the great changes inside of this kingdom under Vision 2030, those sorts of cultural exchanges have really expanded. The Saudi economy is diversifying and it's growing, and American companies are coming here and interested in this market in a lot of areas. Health is one area. We sponsored a trade delegation last year in which we brought U.S. companies from the health sector to the Kingdom, and they developed partnerships in Saudi Arabia. We developed partnerships in the area of infrastructure and transportation. U.S. companies have long been strong in the area of infrastructure, and Saudi is investing heavily in infrastructure. So we brought another trade delegation in that area. We're planning several in the future, including in high technology, where Saudi Arabia is becoming a center in the region for technology, artificial intelligence, other aspects of high technology, and we expect U.S. companies to be heavily involved as well. I've only been in this country for 10 months, but it has been a really extraordinary experience. I first visited the Kingdom maybe 10 years ago, and I visited many times since. But since I have been here last year, it feels like a different country. It feels more vibrant, more exciting. I think the economy feels more dynamic. The opportunities, especially for young Saudis, have grown considerably. I've traveled around the Kingdom. I've tried to get out of the big cities and visit Saudis throughout the country, including in Abha and Medina and Al-Hassa. And it's just been an extraordinary experience. People are friendly, people are welcoming. And for me to see the Kingdom going through these transformations right now is just something very special.